Listen, man. I like you that when you keep it funky.
Say,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, just try to keep it, man.
Speaking about funky, man, we got one of the OGs right here, a legend himself, man. We got Spanky Loco in the house.
Hey.
Come on now.
Thank you, homies.
How you feeling, my G? How you feeling? Long time.
Amazing. Yeah, feeling amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I know you're an OG of the game, a man
Ooh.
of multi-talent, man.
Yeah, I wear a lot of jackets, you know.
Yeah. When
do.
summer, winter,
Yeah, especially when it's cold.
especially when it's cold, man.
Yeah.
Very like you're intricate with your pen. What?
Yeah.
Real
yeah.
quick, man. I know those I know, man, know you as a tattoo artist, know you as a hip hop head, knows you as a music rapper. You know what I mean? I didn't know you were a skater.
Man, I tried.
What?
Carnal. I tried.
Yeah.
Last year I got on a skateboard
Yeah.
and the skateboard went from under me. And I felt like I levitated like about this high, and I went flat.
3
right?
feet.
So imagine I'm planked out in the air, and then boom, I hit the
Oh
concrete.
man,
Bro, I went to the emergency. You know what they told me?
what they say?
I had fractured my spine, homie.
How the? Oh damn.
You know those little points that come out of the spine on the side?
Yeah.
I had busted one of those
Inga su
from
madre.
that putazo.
Damn, homie.
So nah, I ain't no skater.
I thought you were. I was all like, I was reading up on you, and I
Yeah,
was all
yeah.
like that you skated.
I had an affinity for it. I mean, I grew up like in the West Side, and I feel like because of Rip City, which is a very influential skate store in the West, that was active. I lived in by Venice, where a lot of
Yeah.
little homies used to go in the pools and skate. I like that culture. I grew up in the early beginnings of it. So even though I wasn't as brave as a lot of these guys that were breaking their bones
Yeah.
doing it, I definitely had my Hosoi skateboards. I definitely had my Santa Cruz wheels. I
Hell yeah.
definitely had my Jefa take me to Rip City, Santa Monica, across the big boys. There's a little pad right there. And I would buy my stuff there. And I tried. I mean, I wasn't like skilled and
Yeah.
super crazy with it.
But you got around with it.
Yeah, I got around.
Yeah,
I got
till
up
last
and down
year.
the block until last year. Que me
Inga
di la
su
madre.
God damn, man.
And the worst part of that is like your muscles tighten up, and that's
And you feel
that's
it?
it. That's it's like a
man. Damn, G.
y un
We're
gallo de
there.
moto, yeah. Un gallo
And
de
there
moto,
you
yeah.
go. There you go, dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Venice growing up, man.
See the West Side.
How
Yes.
was it growing up being Latino, being Chicano?
I mean, it's interesting because there was a lot of people of color in that area at the time. I remember my mom and dad had a duplex right off of Venice Boulevard, right before Lincoln, and that was my early beginnings in the West Side. We were there till about 5 years old, but my parents migrated to Venice, so they lived like on Rose and Lincoln, and there was other paisanos from their area that migrated. So I had more family there that lived in the West Side. But when they bought their house, they found a pad a little bit east, right there in the neighborhood, and that was kind of my stomping grounds from 5 to like about my teens, my late teens. Yeah.
What was little Spanky Loco listening to in your preteens?
Gangster shit only, homie.
Come on, man.
I tuned into, people would ask me, it was funny because we'd have a debate. As youngsters, we'd have a debate. And I loved this debate because we'd be like, what's better, AM or FM? That was always my question.
What?
Yeah, what's better, AM or FM?
Man, if you're asking me, I like AM. Now.
Of course.
Yeah.
Or I don't know about now.
Yeah.
Back then, it was my preference.
1580?
Come on, homie.
Stop it, dog.
Come on.
Yeah.
As a little kid, homie, I would put it on K-Day, homie, because I had neighbors. My neighbors were from the hood. So
Shouts out to
Snoopy
K-Day.
and, Pedro and my homie Andres and, it went from, Marcos, Pedro, Andres. And so I hung out with the youngs. And, of course, the influencer, the bad influence was Snoopy. He would show us that gang shit, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, and so K-Day and rap and all that was,
Yeah.
hey homies, nah, listen to this. And although we did listen, you know, Phil Collins was popular, and
Phil Collins.
you know, Tina Turner,
Yeah.
and all these amazing sounds of the '80s was popping.
That was I remember the Wrecking Crew that they were talking about, like the era. They would say that the West Coast was more like, you know, like the leather jackets and that type of music.
Right.
You know, like I see Eddie Murphy and I think about that,
Yeah.
that 70s, 80s
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
But yeah,
The 80s era, yeah.
1580s K-Day. Yeah,
EPMD.
Tony G.
Yes, the legend.
Tony G, man.
Yeah.
Tony G. I show love to Tony G all the time. I talk to him on Instagram. We're always back and forth. Tony G, and I know Julio G. I always thought Julio G and Tony G were related.
The carnales.
I always thought that when growing up.
Los hermanos Almada.
Yeah, Maria and Fernando
Yeah,
Almada.
yeah.
I know, man.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the legends.
Yes.
But real quick trivia.
A ver.
I'm gonna give you you're a hip hop head. So I'm
a rap guy. I don't know if I'm a hip hop head.
I think you're a hip hop head.
Okay.
In 1580?
Uh,
I'll name some rappers and you tell me which album you like about them the best. I'll do an alley-oop.
Sheesh.
EPMD.
That's a tough one.
Come on,
I
man.
mean, you know, they had some good ones, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had some good ones. What was your favorite album?
I think it was I believe it's Back in Business. It was I was a 90s kid.
Yeah.
So when I was but they were high on West Coast funk that they sampled on their
So-
their music.
Then that would explain why they got a lot of play
Eric Sermon.
on that.
Yeah,
out here, correct?
yeah. A lot of it.
Right.
All right, Tupac. Which Tupac album would you be like? All right, this is what I was bumping.
Tupacalypse, I like that one.
You like that one?
I like that
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
I like that one. I like the one with the Outlaws too.
That Still I Rise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
like
bored.
that one. That
Yeah.
one's hard. It has some good ones in there.
I got that tattered. Still I Rise, homie.
So I
For
picked,
reals.
the right ones.
Yeah, man. That's dope. Snoop Dogg.
Snoop, come on, The Chronic. It wasn't his album,
Yeah.
but that's where I loved him the most.
Okay.
Although you know his album was amazing, I feel like that's where he shined. That's
Yeah.
where the introduction.
Yeah, the introduction
Right?
to him. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
And then
feel like-
Doggy Style came through.
Yeah, Doggy Style was awesome.
To me, it's the Dog Father.
Hey.
Yeah, I just thought that was gangster, and he was like on Don Corleone. And it
Okay.
was, you know, she was just a groupie was on
Hey.
there, Snoop Upside Your Head, and
Come on,
like freaking what was it, Charlie Wilson? It was very heavy on
Wow.
Charlie Wilson on it.
they collabed a lot.
Yeah, they
in
did.
that
They
era.
did.
Yeah,
And I believe he helped them out a lot. Charlie Wilson was gonna get signed or was getting
Wow.
signed to Doggy Style Records. DJ Quick's albums. Which one you like?
DJ Quick. Gosh, that's a tough one
Yeah.
because he had a lot of good albums.
Rhythmless, Safe and Sound.
I don't know if he produced this one, but I like the one with Mossberg.
The Connected Project or Get Naked.
The Connected Project.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that one.
He
So
did.
if he did production on that,
Oh, he did.
that's an album that maybe ain't a quick album.
Oh, I'm sorry. The nonfiction album or the one with Sugar Free and Mossberg? Because
No.
that has that track.
The
At
Tony Lane, yeah, that
Motel
one, yeah.
Holiday, and then
Esa,
yeah, okay.
The Connected
The Connected
with
Project.
the safe on the front.
Yes,
Yeah.
I had that CD, bro.
Come on,
I had that CD, man. Shouts out to the old school on that one. I had that CD. I
Rest-
think that one's still available on DSPs.
Rest-
Some of it.
rest in peace, Mossberg.
And rest in peace, Mossberg, man. And gone too soon. Gone too
Yes,
soon.
gone
I
too
listened to 50
soon.
Ways by DJ Quick a lot, and I feel it. I saw him the last time I saw him. It was when he performed that song. It was at the Key Club. I was with DJ Fuse from the Real 92.3.
Wow.
And we saw him at the Key Club, and he performed that song. I felt every fucking energy out of it.
Wow.
So I was all
I know
like,
what
damn.
you feel because I know what you mean because I was at two of his performances at the House of Blues in Hollywood before their departure from
That's
it.
crazy.
So if you went to the House of Blues and saw DJ Quick, man, you was there with a gang of gang members, homie.
Yeah.
And a gang of like
Yeah.
cholos. Predominantly, it was raza predominant.
Mm-hmm. It still is
And it's-
when
and
you're
it's
on the shows,
always-
DJ Quick shows right here in Garden Grove.
I mean, I think a lot of the hip hop rap scene is highly consumed by brown people. Well, and
Yeah.
by brown people I mean Latinos.
Right.
We've been a big consumer of rap and hip hop. Big, huge.
Yeah. And there's
huge
no
consumer.
doubt about it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. And I know we go back and forth and finding acceptance in hip hop.
And that was the next thing. I didn't want to get into dive into that, but
No,
yeah,
we can get into it. We're both artists.
Yeah. So the notion is like, okay, we're the biggest consumers, but we're not the biggest performers, and we don't have like the door is not that open for us. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like we can pay.
We can make a living.
We could pay. We can pay. We can put in on that. We could eat. We can right. You can't. You know you can't perform. You can't. You ain't like as equal. You're not. Open the door, homies. Like we've supported the game in a major way, and as you see it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. I one of my favorite producers is DJ Battlecat. And
Come on, shout out Battlecat.
Hey, BC Powder, man. A lot of his music is towards Latinos. It's towards it's funky, and I see him working with brothers like Namek and different artists, and he's always embracing it.
Beautiful.
Shouts out to Fred Reck also. He's another one.
Wow,
And-
super talented.
Yeah,
Fred Reck.
yeah. With some of my
Amazing.
favorites. I think we're getting that way. I know it's hard because we're, yourself over 20 years been doing that groundwork.
Yeah.
And successful at it. You have an album with Cocaine.
Man.
Come on, dog.
I mean, shit. He's
It's
been
a
a
dope
friend.
album.
Thank you. I mean, thank you.
Yeah. You
we
earned that.
were just talking the other day about like revamping it, like re-releasing some singles,
I
updating
would.
some shit. Just because I feel like we were all over the place, that promoting it and pushing the album was not really in our scope at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we gotta circle back and really expose the project for what it really is. It's a jam. It's one of my favorites.
Brother, it's not just a trend. It's dope music.
Hey.
So I think I had the pleasure of hearing it a minute ago when it was first launched, and I was like,
Thank you.
dude, this is real good music. And then I started seeing how the trend started building and building and building. But you already did that. You already did that the groundwork, and it's there. And it's just the proper outlets picking it up.
correct.
Like
Yeah, it's
Hits
true.
101 Radio and bigger outlets.
Come on now.
Hey man,
Thank
I'm
you.
just saying, dog. I'm just saying.
If
And
you want to win, you got to come to the
Hit
Sunday school show, baby.
let's go. Still authentic. My brother cooks her.
Hey.
But yeah, man. I think we're gonna get there. It's just more business, and we're there though.
We're getting there.
As a culture.
Yeah.
And I know there's things that we can't control. There's politics that we'd rather be artists and push our music out there, but we're still men.
And we still got to be businessmen.
Yeah.
It's like, I tell people, it's like, excuse me, it's like 20% talent, 80% business.
Yeah.
That's it. Now, if you 100% talented in that 20%, amazing. If you 60%, you got room to work. 80%, you closer. Like, you know what I'm saying? So 20%. But a lot of it is not how hard you are. Like, I'm good, man. I'm gonna blow you up. I'm so good. Like, yeah, it takes a little more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do a little more than that. I heard some crazy numbers about songs that are not played on Spotify, like millions of songs, thousands,
There is.
hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Of
They don't
records.
even get one listen, and the person that dropped it doesn't even listen to the song.
Sheesh.
Why wouldn't you listen to your own song?
Amazing.
Why
Now,
don't
that's
you-
another fact that came into the factor of not no streams. Yeah, because you didn't stream your own shit. You would have had 2-3 of them in there.
Why
at
wouldn't
least.
you promote? Why wouldn't you do a digital rollout? I mean, it's beyond me, bro. But
Right.
like, that's one of those things. Like, they need to get into that marketing stuff and hire Epidemic to help them with that.
That's what I'm saying. They need guys like that are gonna school the little homies and show them the direction and
Yeah. And do a rollout plan for everything that you're doing. It's so easy. Everybody has a phone in their hand, and you could do your behind the scenes. You could do
Come on.
your lyrics on something that you just post them up, it reads it, and
Hello.
they'll do your captions.
AI.
And if you need to fix it, you just tap into it. And I just did some work today.
Amazing.
And this is for some stuff that's gonna drop in 2 months.
Hello.
So you just but
Streets ain't ready. The streets ain't ready.
Hey, bro, but that's you though.
Come on.
You're independent, man. How did you get into? So the culture, we're talking about hip hop. How did you get into tattooing? Because that's also a big part of hip hop.
So like I growing up was challenging because I was ESL. My parents came from Guadalajara to the Venice area, non-English speaking, migrant immigrants. They had support because they had family that was here, and so they had jobs. And you know how raza is, oh, come on, man, there's work over here, come
on.
And so that was their introduction. But like culturally, I think it was a culture shock. They didn't understand. Like everyone that goes to a foreign place, you gotta adapt and learn about these things. Of course, you don't know about gangs. You don't know about, the demographic. You're not connected with the school. You're not connected with the institution. You're not connected with law enforcement. You ain't, you're kind of, rogue trying to figure things out. And of course, when you ain't got no papers, you're hella rogue.
Dude.
You ain't asking for.
Nah. Like, you're going to work and coming home. You're going to work and coming home. And then now you want to put your kids in the school system. And here's little Spanky.
Right. There's Madroso right there. And, my jefe would be like, hey, read this letter for me. At like 5, 6 years old, I'm a translator, supposedly. I'm like, I don't know how to read. These are the traumas.
Chop it up.
Yeah, these are the traumas of growing up in a, Latino family. You know what I mean? And of course, you don't understand. Now, the institution don't understand you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like the teacher would not, nurture us and love us. And so now you felt like you didn't belong. Like people of color did not have the opportunities. I remember I said I always say it because it's so prevalent in my mind. It was a science class, a science teacher, at high school. I felt like I was in the wrong class because it was like a lot of kids paying attention, a lot of white kids paying attention. And so it was a few of us that just, it wouldn't stick, you feel me? It wouldn't stick. So we wasn't at that table where everyone's being nourished and everyone's being fed this, very important, crucial information and things. And the ones that were kind of off track, it was like,
you're behind the eight ball.
Esta ladera, like you're interrupting this class.
Yeah.
But it wasn't never like, what's your home makeup? Like, are you getting sleep at night?
Oh, shit.
Are you having breakfast? Did you have dinner yesterday? Do you have a dad? Do you have a mom? Who takes care of you? Like, and the reason I asked that, because a lot of the homies, they came from broken homes. They came from dads that were prison, alcoholics, drogas, or moms, or whatever. And so it was like I start, in school, you start meeting and knowing about these traumas that hinder us as a group. So now we got things that we relate to.
Yeah.
Oh, homie, we got a common bond. We're the losers. We're the losers.
Ah, man.
But together, we're winners. Together, we can, we're leaders, we're doers, we have our own, subculture, right? But then that turns into lack of attention, lack of love, lack of support, lack of resources, and you create your own identity, your own pride, your own because you're not getting it from the institution.
No.
You're getting torn down by the institution, right? So I feel like that was my demise. Was once I got into school and I knew the little homies from 18, and now we're like, getting into things that were entertaining me and making me feel whole, as opposed to the teacher making me feel stupid. Then that's where I belonged. I belonged in the street, and that's kind of where the direction that I headed slowly. I never graduated. I went to Shenandoah High in right there in my barrio off of Venice and La Cienega, Shenandoah, predominantly black. Then from there I went to Palms, a lot of fighting, I never experienced so much tension at school. I got along with a lot of people. I was a class clown. But you had to fight.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers pressed you. You had to fight. You had to. There was no choice. I remember fighting with Ivan. His brother was from 18. And he came like a little homie. He looked like a homie, everything. And I don't know if we was like mad dogging each other coming in and out of the restroom. And he was like, what, ese? And I wasn't no ese. I was a fucking nerd. I was a square, a skater, square.
Yeah.
Fucking, I had fucking my hair bleached. And, you know, I was on some tagger, different shit.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't a homie. But
Yeah.
once he pressed me in the restroom, I felt so pressed. I had to fight him. I had to. I
Did
couldn't
he-
walk out. And all the little homies there, you know, were like, what's up? What, you know, what
What
y'all
you
gonna
gonna
do?
do?
Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. We end up scrapping. I beat his ass.
Oh shit!
I beat Ivan's ass.
Just
man.
on automatic, like you
On
didn't even know. It's
automatic.
just like
bing, 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 right? And I wasn't even like a fighter or nothing. But at that point now I'm like, man, I gotta defend myself. Ivan came out of the restroom. He was like, man, well at least I fought him. At least I fought. That was his, you know, like at least I did that. At least I did. And his little homies were like, yeah,
so.
yeah.
This was bubbling before then, because he was already something was
I didn't know-
percolating before.
I didn't know him
He
like
knew
that.
about you though, because he went to approach you.
He just didn't like the way I looked at him, or he said something smug
man.
to me. But then it was interesting because after that we was friends.
Oh yeah, you earned
After
his
that,
respect.
we was part of the loser group. So losers hung out with losers, you feel me? And we was all in the same ramfla now. Yeah, but that was life growing up. Like those were my early, you know. And then tagging came, and then
Yeah.
tag banging came.
Tag banging came in the 90s.
And then
yeah.
and then the homies eventually like, you know what, like that's it, you know,
Mm-hmm.
enough of that. Go home or stay here.
Yeah.
I stood there,
Okay.
unfortunately.
You took yeah.
Yeah.
So the tattooing, the art, did it come from like doodling because you were on your own
That part.
on the back end and
That part.
just like I'm just gonna fucking
I'd sit
write.
there and, you know, when I couldn't learn and I felt dumb, well, I'd sit there and I'd forget about where I was at by sketching, drawing, and painting and getting into doing like, I would do Batman, Spider-Man, little Spider-Man, would draw Spider-Man. I would
Some
draw,
webs.
yeah, I would draw that fool from Iron Maiden, Eddie. I would draw
Okay.
that fool. Like I had things that I wanted to draw, you know, and I would draw them and shit.
Yeah. and-
Yeah, and I ended up I would end up getting in trouble for that shit.
Yeah.
Like the teachers they would confiscate my shit or like take my stuff. At one point I ended up having like all my stuff took, and my parents were so frustrated that they destroyed this book with hundreds of drawings and designs.
Wow.
They destroyed the book. They thought the book was
wasn't
evil.
It wasn't a placaso book, was it? You know how we would have
No.
books of nothing but placasos.
I was in junior high.
Okay.
It was drawings.
Yeah.
It wasn't my mother's. It was me drawing and sketching. I had my little stuff. And so my pops, I remember, he's like, nah, that's it. No more drawing, fool. Like,
More drawing.
get with
not,
it, homie.
not even
Toss the
Batman.
shit out. Probably got a little hot ass calentada from him because the school was on him. And, you know, like life was tough, homie. When you
Man.
didn't understand the teacher, you didn't understand why, oh, my son don't want to go learn. What the fuck? I take his ass every day. What do you mean you don't want to learn? Listen,
Yeah.
let me whoop his ass real quick. Let me give him a little spanking so he could learn. You feel me? And he wasn't like a big, like, you know, touchy guy. He just, but, you know, out of the frustration, it's like, man, how you ain't gonna learn? How you gonna get this? Like,
Yeah.
you know? And that didn't work. He knew that didn't work. That didn't get us nowhere. So that was a tool he just was like, forget it.
Yeah.
You
And I know you were on was it Fox News or was it
Yeah.
it was on Fox News. And I kind of got upset. I did get upset of how the narrative that they were the clips that they were showing, the way they were asking
Jeez.
questions, the way they were trying to give an answer, have an outcome by asking you a question that was going to benefit their
their agenda.
fear mongering
Yes.
that they were pushing. And after that interview, man, reflecting on it and seeing it, how do you feel about how you responded to these little angles that they were trying to come at you?
You remember that movie with Jim Carrey when they offer him that position in that corporation to be the spokesman of the company?
Which one was it, man?
And huh?
Fun with Dick and Jane, right?
Fun with Dick and Jane.
One with Dick and Jane.
Algo así. And they end up losing their house. They end up losing
that one's it.
everything. You remember that one?
Yeah, that one's it. Yeah.
Yeah, que sacan la tele, and the little morrito is like, no, Univision.
Univision.
Because the nanny was Spanish, so the little morrito,
He knew a little bit.
he needed his Univision, he was a paisa, and so that's what I felt like. When they put Jim Carrey in front of the camera, they start hitting him with all kind of shit about the company, all kind of dirt that they had done that he wasn't aware of.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh, it's getting a little hot in here. That's what I felt, homie.
Oh, yeah.
When I put up, it was all this hospitality. Oh, we'll go pick you up. And all. They reached out to me. They were blowing up my phone at like 7, 8 in the morning. I had text messages and things that were coming in and messages on my emails and all. I go, what's this? So, hit them back. Oh, yeah, we would, Fox, we'd love to interview. Whoa. And, okay, yeah. Well, fuck it, let's go. Where are you in? Los Angeles, we'll go pick you up. No, well, I'm actually here in Seattle. Okay, we could pick you up there. So he sent transportation, sent the escalator, goes, scoop me, went to Seattle, downtown Seattle, went to their studio. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, man, this ain't gonna be good. Cause then right before, I'm like, who is this guy? And I'm looking and I go, dang.
I've been seeing his. Well, I mean, I watch both things.
Man.
Did they ever show you the questions before the interview?
No.
Usually that's typical when it comes to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like they'll give you the question.
Yeah, they'll give you the question.
Of course, but not when they trying to confuse you.
they try.
They ain't gonna give you shit.
Hey, that guy's interviews, I've been keeping tabs on him ever since.
Right?
Hey, for real.
To see what a savage he is, right?
Yeah. And I was like, all right, homie.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I see what you guys are putting.
Yeah.
So this, I say this because there's a family coming in. There's immigration. There's people trying to find a better way.
Yeah, of course.
That little Spanky, when he went to Venice, there's a family starting that today. And that's what I feel like they fail to see and to understand. Like, hey man, like you guys are really bullies. And that's how I felt that shit came out. Like
Of course.
you didn't ask, you were pushing.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, homie, I see
Yeah.
that shit. And I was so livid. I was going fighting people on the comment section. I was all like, man, fuck y'all.
For real. You want to do that.
Yeah.
But the best thing you could do is like bring good light to our people. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's the best thing I could do with this platform and this position. Is now my responsibility is greater than, you know what I'm saying, than just me. I feel like I gotta really do the best with what I got, considering I've been through in my career, I've been through a lot of turmoil. You know what I'm saying? The rap game is really tough. You feel me?
It is, man. It is. And we haven't even touched the rap game yet.
Man.
But that's real talk, G.
Yeah.
Because you're such a great light, man. Let's
Thank you.
speak on your nonprofit for a minute. Talk to me about your nonprofit.
Man, I think also, going to a new area in the Pacific Northwest where you're like, man, let me try something great. Let me go like where the hippies are. Let me go where the trees and fucking the wolves and the vampires are. Let me go do something like nice. Well, you go and they don't want you there.
Gee, no way. Come on, dog.
They don't want you
The
there.
hipsters.
The Hicks.
The Hicks. Oh, dog.
And the hipsters come from the Hicks. Come on.
Yeah, son los the offspring.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you grow up in this environment where it's like we're the ones, we matter, no one matters, inclusion doesn't matter. Culture and talking about like culture in school is not cool. Like, homie, the reason I failed is because this white teacher failed to include me in the programming. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's why I failed. Because the institution failed to nurture me. They failed to love me. They failed to lift me and support me. And that's what's happening now. And it's prevalent in this world. And it's been prevalent. You feel me? It's us that need to try our best to either be good people and push the culture in a good light and do the best and open the doors for the homies, not be gatekeepers and be like, no se puede, no, you're not good, But that's, again, trauma. Trauma. as a Latino, when you don't get shit and you don't got nothing coming, why the fuck would you share your shit when you had a hard time getting that shit?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the mentality. Oh, no, we cannot.
Trust. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and little do you know, if you be grateful to God and you give what's borrowed, man, you're gonna see that shit tenfold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tenfold. Nurture your community, nurture the kids of your community, you're gonna see the growth. And I think that's where my mind really like went in a rabbit hole because of a new experience and thinking like, oh, this is for me, this is for my kids, this, and then no. Like, homie, you a wetback. You ain't got no legendary status. Here, your shit don't mean nothing.
No matter.
You feel me? No matter what. Like, you ain't shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, you ain't shit. Your kids ain't shit.
Damn.
You feel me? I got in schools out there and I've heard of like Latina girls like having to eat in the restroom.
No way.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit's like
Eating in the restroom because they can't sit out with the rest of the group.
2024, 2023.
2019.
2019. I mean, still.
You know what I'm saying?
mean? I'm
It's like yesterday. You feel me? And these are the things that are happening far where we're not the majority, where the population could oppress us and you know make us feel like we ain't nothing. And that's where my mind expanded a little bit, and I thought, nah, I don't want my kids to go through that. I came here so my kids wouldn't go through that.
Yeah.
The audacity. Now I'm here fighting a different issue. And I was more than glad to invest my time into that, but it really took a lot out of me. It was a lot of, you know, a lot.
So how do we turn it around, man?
We turn it around by thinking outside the box and looking at who needs that support and say, man, you know what? It ain't gonna cost me nothing to go and help this guy out. It ain't gonna cost me nothing to go. We destroyed enough. I destroyed enough. I destroyed plenty. Now all I want to do is build.
Yeah.
If I could fill your cup, if I could guide you in the right direction, if I could tell you how to do it, my fault or my talent is giving shit away. A fault or a talent, a gift or a curse. Either way, however you want. To me, I don't see the problem. Other people would tell me, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You feel me? But me, I'm like, here.
I think
here,
one of
here.
your greatest powers is education from you that you could give. That you personally, I mean, look how many years you've been in the rap game, and look
Hey.
how many years you've been actually living life.
Hey.
You've lived life that other people will never be able to feel, which is fine, which is good. That's why your educational purpose is Spanky Loco. Like, hey man, listen to what I'm saying because I've been through this. Don't fall on these pitfalls that I've already done.
Live the experience. My youngsters, when I go talk to them in these institutions, they go, well, we can't talk to them because they're nice people. They're clean. They're different. They don't understand the way we live. We understand you and you understand us. And we love the time we spend together because I don't feel now like I'm by myself. Now I feel like someone could relate to me. So an adult could relate to my issues, my problems.
Yeah.
And that's important, homie. That's very important, you know?
If you had you when you were a kid, bro,
I would have took that young artist and I would have enrolled them in a class right away. Oh, you love art? Let's take you to the counselor right now. And we're going to get you some extracurricular classes after school that are going to help you bring your grades back up.
yeah,
We're also going to help you on the weekends to meet with other artists. We're going to go to the junior college and support you in your endeavors because there's an art program that works with kids. Whatever the fuck, homie.
man, I'm saying.
Nada,
Yeah.
homie. Instead, una calentada, una
'Cause all they
calentada,
knew,
una
that's all they
pela,
knew,
una
though.
pela.
Yeah.
And I get it, you know, like,
Yeah.
I get it.
I
It's
got it, G.
hard, homie.
Trust me, man.
It's
I
hard.
ran alleys with me and Cookster because our parents were just doing what they were told. Hey, your kid is not doing this, and well, what do you? I don't know how to
Badass
teach them anything
kids.
else. And ba 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 ba,
Yeah.
and that's nalgadas. And dude, I remember getting beat by just getting beat God bless my parents. They try to
Yeah.
do everything they can,
Of course.
and they were just trying to fit in,
Of course.
and they didn't want to upset the man.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So
Come
we were
on.
the
Come on.
the people that would get it the worst.
Of course.
Fast forward, locals don't cry. Talk to me, G. I saw the video. I saw you're in a liquor store.
Man.
How did this song come about? And how did the song come about?
So I think now really putting thought into content. Like I don't want to kill 30,000 motherfuckers on my song. Like I already murdered everyone. Like now I wanna put. I don't. Like we were listening to the record. I go, damn. I don't think I cussed, homie. There ain't no cuss word because I sent the cover with the parental advisory, and they canceled the cover. They go, no. The cover is not gonna work as a parental advisory, and the lyrics are clean. I go, oh shit, damn.
Wow, there you go.
But it's because of the message and the idea of putting out things that are gonna mean something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? A majority. I still want to have fun and do something for the lowrider. I still want to talk my talk, and
I'll talk culture.
Yeah, I'll have my time, But now I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do songs with me. I'm gonna put some. And Locals Don't Cry, I think is a, we cry all the time, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not possible. Homie, we cry all the time. It's like, there's a lot of pain, a lot of pain involved in growing up Latino, growing up of color, growing up in demographic that doesn't understand you. And, everyone has choices.
And look how long it's been, and it's still the same. Right?
Still, and it's actually worse.
Yeah, man.
Fentanyl. Was there fentanyl when we was growing up?
Childless.
You know what I'm saying? Like, did you have to worry about like, you gonna sniff this and die? Like you saw it in a movie when don't drink the juice in the head. Like you saw that, you're like, and then the guy's foaming.
Fucking
like
PCP Angel does.
That's the only time you see that a drug would kill you is on that movie. Yeah. Now it really kills you.
No, it really does.
Now you ingest some shit, like you gonna die. So it's like, my youngsters, why the fuck y'all want to do that?
Don't risk it.
Why?
Don't risk it, man.
You know what I'm saying? We just in a whole different era, bro. We in a whole different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The flower enough is potent enough.
Yeah,
it is, man. When I remember growing up, it was never this potent.
Wow.
I was like, I don't know what the fuck they do.
See,
but
it was a little brownish, a little bit of green in there,
a little bit.
Yeah, smelled good, and it was good, and it was stony, but now it's otro pedo.
It's otro pedo.
Yeah, and I think Locals Don't Cry was like a song that, the title should be Locals Do Cry.
Yeah,
you feel me? Because there's a lot of pain in it, a lot of things that would make you feel horrible growing up in this lifestyle. So we with our bravado and with our with our mask that we put on, then of course the hook is like, yeah, locals don't cry, real locals don't cry, right? But the story, the basis of the music is like all these traumatic things going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, locals don't cry. Forget it.
And forget it. I remember a Tupac interview. It wasn't Tupac. They were speaking of Tupac. And they were saying, that he was very emotional. And one of his crew members was like passionate. He's not emotional. He's passionate.
That's a dangerous. That's a dangerous word these days.
Yeah.
I've been called passionate out there in the Pacific Northwest, and apparently when white people say passionate,
what they mean?
Aggressive.
Oh,
you're very passionate. Yeah, I'm very passionate. And then they're like, yeah, you are.
Oh, damn.
So be careful, homie.
That's crazy.
Be careful. Passionate is not a word.
I thought you were going to say emotional being like a negative. Like, people, you're so emotional. And it's like a negative.
So now you're looking for the phrase that's going to better fit, that, right? Well, no. Passionate is bad. Homie.
That's a trip.
So, he's a very passionate guy.
That's in low key. They got their terminology being like, hey, yeah,
shots fired. You know what I'm saying? And they know where they want to put you. They want to, make that stigma prevalent.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's dangerous. No, he's passionate. Be
I was
careful
like,
with
man,
that
that's a
guy.
trip, man. Because people ask, what are your passions? What are your passions? And then I'm hearing, oh, you're very passionate. Oh, yeah,
Careful how
That's
passionate you are.
crazy. Yeah.
Might not work in your favor.
That's crazy, man. That's a
Yeah.
trip, man.
So when the cops tell you, oh, you look like a very passionate guy, tell them, hey, the only passion I got is in the bed, baby.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You want some of that?
Oh, man. Yeah.
You know, I'll let you have
it's
it.
crazy. I
You
know.
Shout out Bishop Snow though, since we talking about Locals Don't Cry,
Yeah,
man.
he's on the track.
Shout out Bishop Snow. Shout out Beast Melody, the producer homie out of Saint Petersburg's Russia.
Russia.
My youngster out there, yeah, he been supplying me all kind of crack. And then of course Epidemic MC been
Who?
instrumental.
MJ.
Instrumental in making these records sound amazing.
Shit.
So
Let's
you
get
know,
into
once
it.
I cook up and I slide it to the man, then he make that magic. And it's always like when I get these emails from the boy, it's always like Christmas.
Oh, it's in
Do
your
you
inbox.
get that feeling?
Yeah, man. It's in your inbox. Check your inbox. Check your inbox.
Do you get that feeling?
Hell yeah, man.
You're like,
it just,
it's
man.
back. It's in. The goose has landed.
The work that we put in and comes on to true fruition. Let's listen to it. Cookster, can we drop it right now?
Yeah. Dang.
Hits 101 Radio Sunday School Show, man. Locals Don't Cry, man.
Hello.
Spanky Loco. Let's go.
Man, thank you so much.
Locals Don't Cry, dog. You see, we keep it positive right here, man.
Sí, a veces.
Yeah, a veces.
Yeah, sometimes.
You know,
se vale.
as much as we can, you know, but we sometimes we have to
You know,
stand
it's part of the
10
game,
tones
homie.
down.
It's part of the game. You know, the music is it talks about our struggles, you know? It
Yeah.
talks about our pains, that's what our music is. You know?
Yeah.
If you gotta censor it and you know, then man,
It's not you then.
it's not. But if you conscious,
And this one
And-
came
and-
out without one cuss word.
not one. So, you know, we've been conscious this day.
Yeah.
You know?
Real quick, shouts out to Charlie's Best in Santa Ana, man.
Charlie's Best Burgers.
Charlie's Best Burgers.
They're
right
our sponsor. We're gonna go eat there after we just gave them a
Let's-
major shout out. We're gonna go eat.
Let's go. Let's
dinner
go.
there after this.
Your artwork is all over the place, man. It's
Wow.
a beautiful thing, man.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful thing. I saw your artwork. You know, I grew up in that neighborhood.
Wow.
So I go visit my mom's and
Sick.
and yeah, and I'll go over there. I love Charlie's Best, so I'll be going over there and check out your artwork. I'm like, man, my mom would be like, tráeme unas papas fritas.
Hey.
The
amazing.
fries, the
Or some
fries.
chilitos.
Yeah, the
Come on.
yellow ones. The
Of
yellow
course.
ones, it'd be popping with that Thousand Island.
Come on.
It'd be a game changer. Shouts out to Charlie, man. But
Yeah,
your
yeah.
artwork, man, you got it on SpankyLocal.net,
SpankyLocal.net. SoLocalBrand.com.
SoLocalBrand.com.
It all goes back to that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I
So
love
Local
the Trippy Clown canvas
Oh,
that you
thank
have right there.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like the hat that you put on the skull.
Yeah,
and the
gracias.
homeboy right there. Was that one of your homies right there smiling with the clown?
Could be.
Yeah.
Could have been.
It could have been.
Yeah.
I seen it, man. I like that and the Dayton's on the
Yeah.
wires right there.
Come on.
When you work with your tattoos, do you freehand or do you take like submissions where somebody wants? I'm like, can you do this, and then you add your twist to it, or do you stick to what the client's asking you as a tattoo artist?
You know, I got a funny knack of persuading people to do other things.
A ver.
So like they'll come to me with an idea,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll be like, nah, let's not do that. Let's do this. Or they know, because it's like, if you know what I do, don't ask me to do like, you know, like a color, traditional, neo-traditional, you know, flags and a eagle and
koi
things.
fish.
Yeah, koi fish. Like, you know, let's do something that reflects what you collected from me, and it reflects what we, you know, like why you came to see me. Not just to get tattooed, but what I do, you know?
Yeah,
And if
yeah.
it works out like that, firme. Now, if a client specifically wants the koi fish because it's sentimentally, you know, appropriate for what he's trying to do,
You would do a
then
gangster koi fish?
I do a koi fish with Lokes.
Spanky
You know what I'm
Loco.
saying?
Hell yeah, man. That's what's up, dog. But yeah, they could check out your art on SpankyLoco.net. Your music. So we heard Locals Don't Cry. Is this for an album, an EP, or are we just dropping singles?
It might be.
Ooh, shit.
It might be. We got a lot of singles dropping. We got a lot. Yeah, we got April 25th. We doing Famous. I think it's Famous. And then May 1st we're doing Fettuccine.
Back to back.
back to back, same producer, beats melody, and I got some records with Illuminati Buffon out of Mexico.
Crazy record.
So he got oh man, yeah, that
Hey, the
one's-
hip hop game over there in Mexico is
Man, mind-blowing.
Yeah.
mind blown. They active out there.
fucking
The
dope.
little homies are going hard out there.
Yes.
Very
They're getting worldwide recognition.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
Mexico.
Santa Fe Clan, Dario, Saleman, all the heavy hitters, you know what I'm saying? And from there is that's the upper echelon. Then you
Hey.
got a gang of players like Buffon, you got
Yeah.
Quetzal, you got El Cid. You got a lot of guys. Mara. You got Mara, El Mara.
That's what I was saying,
quite a few
Spanky.
guys.
In the beginning of the interview, that's what I was saying. I think we're gonna get there, and I know
Hey.
I know we're fighting for that acceptance. And shouts out to our legends that we love their music and we
See?
love going up, sharing the stage with them, and
Yes.
them listening to our music. But I hear it,
Pass the
and
torch,
I feel
homies.
it. I feel it. I know it's gonna be there, or we're gonna create
Now-
something special that's gonna be like, all right, like they got their things going. And I think it's gonna Mexico, Southwest, West Coast, and up north. You
Yeah.
know, I think we're gonna do something so major that it's gonna be undeniable.
Come
Shouts
on
out
now.
Still Authentic,
Let's go.
undeniable, man. So I can't wait for you to drop those music songs. Are they gonna come with visuals or is it just?
Yes, definitely. Locals Don't Cry. We worked on that video a couple days ago, so we should have some things coming out real soon.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
the IG post. I was like,
Yeah,
okay. I fucks with Spanky Loco, man.
Thank you, sir.
Any shouts out, my brother, before we go?
Man, shout out to Sunday School Show.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? If y'all ain't tapping in, I don't know what y'all doing on a Sunday evening. They playing the things here. So shout out to the family here.
Yeah.
Epidemic MC, man, always been instrumental in the development of Spanky Loco. You know, we go back for a while, and it's we always have these interesting powwows about how we could do better and be better and grow and do amazing things. And so I think it's always grown folks talking about boss business. You feel me? Shout out Bishop. Shout out Yellow Hill. I got a record with Yellow Hill that we dropping. Very nice, very nice. And so if you notice this pattern that I have is I'm working with youngsters.
That's dope.
All the records I got is with the new school. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's the new school. But I want to embrace my youngsters. I want to push them. I want to lift them. I want to let them know that I'm here for them.
That same torch that we're
That I
wanting.
needed. That I need.
Yeah, you're giving it to them.
Nobody gave it to me. Matter of fact, the door's closed every time we come and try to make it work. So,
I feel you on
Let's
that.
do it.
I feel you that, man. I can't wait, man. Spanky Loco. Make sure you guys add him to your playlist, Spanky Loco. It's going to be
Gracias.
dropping April 25th and dropping May 1st. With Yellow Hill, I can't wait to listen to that song.
man.
I can't wait to listen to it. Hits 101 Radio, Sunday School Show, Still Authentic. We out this piece.
Hey, good night.
One.